Hey folks, this is Fishing Bass NC. I'm coming at you today with another unboxing video. Today we're going to be unboxing the mystery tackle box, the Elite box. This is for February 2021. So let's get started unboxing and see what's in the box. Just like every mystery tackle box that comes in, as you open it up and you open the flaps, you have a ruler here where you can measure your fish that you catch. And if you take a picture of the fish on the ruler and send it in to Instagram to Mystery Tackle Box, you can possibly win some great prizes from them. So once you catch that fish, put it on the ruler, take a picture, send it in on Instagram, try to win yourself some great prizes. All right, so let's get started, see what's in the box. We'll pull out the literature initially. And the first thing we see here is what's inside the box for the Bass Elite. Here's this month's lures that are in the box and the prices that they have for the lures. So we're going to go from top to bottom in just a minute. One of the other pieces of literature that you get in a mystery tackle box each month is called the Dibble. It's tips and tricks that they send you in a little brochure that makes for some great reading. This month they talk about, that's one squirrely lure. So they're going to talk about one of the lures that's in here and tells you a little bit about it. And then they have another article called A Call to Cold Water Bassing. So that's good for this time of year. You know, we're almost at the end of February, but we're still in some cold weather here across the nation. And some of you are even getting some snow in some weird places like Texas, where you don't normally see that kind of thing. But yeah, it's cold water, and you want to catch those bass, so it gives you some information about how to do that. On the back of this month, we have how to hide your fishing secrets. So it's got some different question and answers, and it has something about a record catch here that someone caught in South Carolina. So yeah, that's the Dibble, a great read. Comes in every box every month. This month they have another card that's included, and this is going to talk about bluegills and where they live. And then inside this box, I've already taken a sneak peek, but we got Mike Buca's baby bluegill lure. That's going to be the first one we're going to pull out of the box, and it tells you a little bit about that lure and how to fish it and some of the recommendations that they give to you. So good informational card on bluegill, and also that bullgill lure that they're talking about here from Mike Buca. Another thing we get in the box every month is a sticker. This month we have looks like a fish, kind of a cowboy fish or a cowgirl fish, doing a little bit of lassoing. So I don't know what they're lassoing. Maybe some of that shad there, or some of the brim, and trying to catch it for good eating. Anyways, we're after those guys, the big bass. All right, so let's get started. What's inside the box? This month, very first thing we have is, as the card said, the Mike Buca Bluegill. This is a 3.75-inch slow-seeking swim bait. It's in the bluegill color, so natural gill is what it's called. So there's your look at the lure that's in this month's box. Really nice, juicy lure. A lot of people are looking forward to this month receiving this. It's one of the newer baits that's on the market at Shop Carl's, and from what I heard, it's really good swim bait that catches a lot of big fish. So I'm looking forward to fishing this item here. That comes in at $14.99. The next thing we have is the Perfection Lures Pre-Rigged Nico Kit. This comes in at $9.99. So this Nico Kit here has 6 tournament grade worms. It also has 2 hooks, one that's weedless and one that is not weedless. They're both size 1 hook, and they also have the ring on there for wacky hooking. And there's also a nail weight in the hook already, or in the worm, I should say, already in the head of the worm. So when you Nico rig it, the head will start to go down first, followed by the tail as you're fishing it. It shows you a little bit about how to fish it on the back here. Gives you some instructions on how to rig it. But yeah, they're already pre-rigged with some of the equipment that they need in them, such as the weight and the ring. And again, you have a weedless hook and a weedless hook and a non-weedless hook, both in the number 1 size. And you got 6 worms already pre-rigged there. Again, $9.99. So looking forward to that one. Next thing we have is Googan Squad. It's the clutch. This is the basic rattle trap type of bait. This clutch is in the Sriracha Craw color. So we have the Googan Baits clutch coming in at $7.99. And of course on the clutch, there's no front bill. So it's, again, just like a rattle trap. So you have some rattles in there. So it'll make a really nice sound and get down there. And hopefully catch some fish for this. Looking forward to that one as well. $7.99 on that. Next thing we have is Kalins Google Eye Swing Football Jig. So we have 2 of them. They're rattling Google eyes. They come in at 9/16 of an ounce. There is a color called pumpkin pepper is the color of the eye. So there's your jigs with the 2 Google eyes. These eyes actually will they move back and forth on this particular hook. So as it's floating there, you'll have the eye here and the hook kind of moving back and forth. Put a good trailer on there, and that should be something that I think the fish will be attracted to. Again, this is the Kalins Google Eye Swing Football Jig. This comes in at $7.99 for the 2 of them. That's a good deal. Next thing we have is the Woo Tungsten Pocket Pack. So this month they sent us a couple Woo tungsten weights with some beads and some bobber stoppers. Looks like a little pocket pack. This is great for doing some flipping if you're into that kind of thing. Put on some weights. You could put on some beads for extra clicking action. Put on the bobber stoppers to actually stop the weights from going up and down on your line. And yeah, you can do some flipping with that. You could also do some probably Carolina rigging with it. This is a good set for doing some Carolina rigging. But the Woo Tungsten Pocket Pack, this set comes in at $5.99. The next thing we have is the Roadrunner Marabou Pro, and that's the that's going to be your a typical Roadrunner with the blade, the underspin blade on it. This looks like, it says it's in the golden craw color, but to me this looks more like a white color. So I'm not sure if they're talking about the blade. The blade kind of looks to me like it might have a little bit of gold in it. Maybe it's more silver. But again, that looks more white to me on that particular bait. But it has the underspin, and you could add a trailer onto it. It looks like it might be a smaller hook, maybe a number 1 or 2 hook on there. I don't see anything on the back specifying the size of the hook. Nothing on the front either. All I see is that this is a quarter ounce bait. So again, the Roadrunner Marabou Pro Runner. Looks like a white, they call it a golden craw, but again, I don't think that's labeled correctly for that particular color. That one comes in again at $5.50. The next thing we have in the box is the Hat Jigs Diesel Jig, coming in at $4.29. So this one's in the Okeechobee Craw color. It's a 4/0 hook on it. And there's your Okeechobee Craw color. So you got some green mixed in with a little bit of black. And then, of course, there's some blue. and it's on a football style head for the jig. So that should pull through nicely through the weeds, but you can possibly get it to kind of stand up a little bit too with that football style jig head on it. It's really designed to be a swim bait, but again, you could potentially let it sit on the bottom, and with the weight of that head, it could literally do almost a standing up position. So diesel jig, football jig, again coming at $4.29. Next thing in the box is the Cream Lures Pro Series Crawl, coming in at $2.49. This is a 5-pack for 3.75 inches. It's in the green pumpkin color. So these are your typical craws. This might be nice for either the jig or those Google Eye jigs. One of those two things. This might be a good bait on there. But that's your typical green pumpkin. 3.75. Cream is one of the oldest companies in the nation that makes plastic worms and plastic baits. So they've been around for quite a while. They're out of Tyler, Texas, but really cool company. Been around for a long time, making some good stuff. Again, those are at $2.49 for that 5-pack. Last thing in the box is by Harmony Fishing Company, the Razor series. It's offset worm hooks at $1.99, and there are 3 hooks in the bag here. One thing that I would like to see Harmony do with their packaging is actually put the size of the hook. These appear to be maybe a 2-aught, possibly 3. It looks more like a 2 to me. But it would be nice if they at least put that information on their bag, so you know exactly what size hook you're dealing with. But these are good hooks. They're pretty solid. The ones I've fished with in the past, I fished with a few of their EWG hooks. They're really solid material. So good hooks. Always good to have some extra hooks in your tackle box. These things, hooks, unfortunately, as fishermen and fisherwomen, we lose hooks to underwater structures such as trees and rocks and other materials that they get hung up on and sometimes break off. So it's always good to have some extra terminal tackle in your tackle box. Again, those are $1.99. So recap, we have the Harmony hooks, we have the Cream lures, the diesel jig, football jig, we have the Roadrunner Marabou Pro, the Tungsten weights, we have the Google Eyes jig, the Googan Squad clutch, again with the rattles in it, the Nico rig worms that are already pre-rigged with all the weights and the ring for the hook, the Mike Buka Bluegill, really nice bait. Again, looking forward to fishing that. We got our sticker. We got a card with the Buka information, the dibble, and again, what's inside the box with the prices. So, all right, that's the Mystery Tackle Box Elite for February 2021. I sure would appreciate if you guys would go ahead and hit the subscribe button on my YouTube channel. Turn on the notification bell. That way you'll get notified when I do post new videos. If you like this video, hit the thumbs up. If you want to leave a comment about what you liked or what you didn't like in the box, go ahead and put that on the video, and I'll be sure to respond to you on your comment. And also, if you take a look in the description below on this video, first of all, I'll tell you how to get your own mystery tackle box and save a little money on it as well. The second thing I'll have in that description is my other social media sites. So I'll have Instagram, Facebook, and Twitter, and how to access those sites as well. So I sure would appreciate if you follow me over there. Anyways, this is Fishing Bass NC. This is the Elite Mystery Tackle Box for February 2021. Have a great day. Fish on.